Hello everyone, my name is Grace and welcome to Plumbob Cubed. We are on episode 14 of 100 Days in Riverview, and no, I totally didn't forget to record this part. What are you talking about? We are here with Tazia in her outfits, of course not working, because why would they? Like, it's honestly unrealistic of us to assume that her outfits might work. It's a little bit too early in the morning for her to take care of her plants because they refresh at 5 a.m. Of course, we're going to fix it out. We have our fence loaded back in properly, but not our gate. So I'm going to fix the gate, I fear, because I fear that is important to me. I just want our house to look cute, you know? And if that is a sin, that's fine. I hear the movie Sinners is really good. I haven't watched it. I'm trying to reference, if I am a sinner, too bad. I hear the movie's good, but I have apparently forgotten what punchlines are. For the effects of the changing the lifespan of the Lepacy, it also affects every other world. So I should perhaps go into options and check the Sims lifespan. It's only 90 days. Okay, so we will have to like reproduce to make sure that we can actually play 100 days, right? My thought with this is that I saw someone talking about playing like a single sim but having multiple sims in the household. So I'm thinking that might be the way that I want to do this. So we still like stay true to our promise of playing one sim for 100 days. And then once she dies, we can switch to playing another sim. I kind of like that idea, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And then also we have decided that we're gonna play more than one day and one episode. So I'm crossing my fingers that this episode will be 7 days in one. Oh my fucking god. We started a fire because of course we did, and we actually have the fire alarm. So supposedly the fire company should be coming, but we're still gonna have Shazia try to put out flames. Yeah, I'm aware that a fire has started on our lot. So the firefighters are here. We fortunately put it out. You should be careful more next time. That was close call. Good job extinguishing the fire before we could arrive. Careful not to start fires in your house. I'm aware. Do we get any money for fire insurance? We don't appear to. Well, isn't that great? So let's buy a stove that we can afford. We can afford the most expensive one. Ooh. We're gonna buy the cheapest one just to, you know, save. And we just improved our handiness to level 4, so we can now give multiple upgrades to stoves to make them even better, like hopefully fireproof. And then because my packs not working have been slowly killing me and also destroying Tazia's outfits, I am going to take her into Cass and fix up her appearance. So rather than wearing the pregnancy outfit, she can wear something a little bit more stylish, a little bit more her taste. So I changed her everyday outfit to be a little bit more casual. I think it's more of like a stretch material and less like jeany. Now I'm going to invite out Roxy Lynn to the gazebo. And there's a neighborhood grill-a-thon at the park. We need to grill 5 times, but we could receive the Community Griller Award. I'm interested in it, so I'm going to accept the opportunity. And when we finally entered the lot, it says, you left the lot, how dare you? The opportunity is ruined. Oh, I love The Sims 3. And Roxy is different than us because she has a good sense of humor. So we definitely don't want to do any or many no sense of humor interactions with her. And she has more money than us. She has 3,291 simoleons in funds. And they're getting along well, which is awesome. So I'm hoping that we can become good friends with Roxy, which is why we invited her out within this socialization. And then I'm hoping possibly Rhonda tomorrow. And I would like to go on a date with Nadine if possible, if she won't stand us up. And now we are good friends with her. We also learned that Roxy is grumpy. So that's good to know. now we want to become best friends with Roxy. So we can definitely try to do that while we're still here. So Roxy is also brave. Interesting. And Roxy is straight, along with the fact we do not find Roxy attractive whatsoever. And apparently Roxy has commitment issues and she's flirty. Awesome. We are still so close. We're so close, yet so far from becoming close friends with Roxy. And we are finally best friends with Roxy. This is incredible. I'm so excited. So that means it's almost 8 o'clock. We are getting a little hungry, so I would like to find the grills at the gazebo. Like, there are supposedly grills at the gazebo because they had the grilling contest here. I found the grill. So let's go ahead and do some vegetarian fish and chips. That sounds good. Yuri Ivanov and Nadine Ivanov have split up officially. So that means Nadine has no partner and we can fully make our move. And apparently Roxy wants to have children. Wonderful. Oh, of course there was just a picnic basket that we could have grabbed the plate of. Well, at least we're upping our skills, right? And now we have our vegetarian fish and chips, which is great. I hope we're gonna go sit next to Roxy now, since we're still technically hanging out with her. That would be great. Yay, we are. So now that it's almost 10 p.m., I think we're going to say goodbye to Roxy and go to bed. It says, a few individuals have experienced an outing so excellent, so delightful, so titillating as the one that just concluded. Hanging out with you beats going solo. Please give me a call anytime to chill. And we have a really great time out. Hanging out was blessed. We had so much fun together. Now we're going to have to go to bed and then wake up tomorrow. And now we're just starting the day by tending to our garden and fixing up our missing plants that went dead yesterday. And now we also have a wish to grow a perfect tomato plant. So that's very exciting. We also got a notification overnight that Rhonda has split up with her partner. So I think that it is very important that we hang out with her today, just to make sure that she is doing okay. And we have gay Sims now. So Skip Brooke is dating Zachariah Perkins. Let's go. I love it when we have representation. It's very exciting. And one cool thing about a mod that I have is that younger Sims, the teenage Sims, can get jobs at the more fancy places rather than just like the regular part-time jobs. It expands the part-time jobs. So, like, I'm getting all these notifications of, like, this teen is now working at the theater. This teen is now working here. And it's just really cool. And Tazia has just improved her cooking skill to level 4. She can now prepare spaghetti with veggie sauce. Check the bookstore for new recipes as well. That's exciting. We want to buy a stove worth at least $4,500. We don't have that kind of money, darling. I don't know who led you to believe that we do. Careful, Tazia. Careful, Tazia. We don't want to start another fire. That is terrifying to me, starting another fire. She seems like she was struggling with these pancakes, but they are nice quality rather than burnt. And we have a new baby being born. So if I'm correct, I accidentally deleted the Riverview baby names thing, and I should have to reinstall it. But Fatima and Vehim, I'm gonna name the child Micah. Of course, comment your baby name suggestions in the comments below. It's greatly appreciated, so I don't have to think up all these names by myself, you know? One thing that I noticed is that our garden appears to be off skew with a couple of plants. But I'm saying that it's fine for now because we have to incorporate these plants anyways. And I'm not sure when I want to dedicate the time to do that. I'm going to be very honest. I am a little bit lazy. So right now we are going to the grocery store to sell our fruits and veggies, which is very exciting. And then we're going to call and see if Rhonda can hang out. I'm not sure what her job is, so I'm not positive if she's going to be available. Now we want to buy something at least $500. See, we sell some things and suddenly we think that we're rich. So let's invite Rhonda out to the Four Bridges Park. It seems like a fun use of our time. And then we're pretty close, so we can go there easily. Sure, that sounds like fun. Let's meet there. Awesome, Rhonda. So while we wait for her, we can pick up some seats in the park. There doesn't appear to be much here, because the gazebo has grills and the music. This just has seats. Okay, Rhonda is here. So let's give her a friendly hug and then discuss fine cuisine. Be like, I actually cooked myself breakfast. And we also admire her handiness skills. She might be one of the students who've been getting notifications of being able to like actually take care of things around town. So I had to repair my toilet the other day. It was not a good time. Getting a quick phone call. So let's answer that. Just so it stops beeping because it drives me insane. Carl Strummer. I have no clue who Carl Strummer is. No, I don't want to talk to you. So Rhonda is 24 days older than us, and she also has a kid, so that kind of makes sense. And she has 6,125 simoleons in funds available, and we actually have more than her now because we sold our fruits and veggies. Let's go! It's exciting. Rhonda, of course, is straight, like every other preloaded sim in this game. Unfortunately, the children are being gay, which is good. And we don't find Rhonda attractive whatsoever. And now we are good friends with Rhonda. That is incredible. We don't have any wish to become best friends with her, so that might just end our hangout. So it looks like Rhonda might be leaving. She's going to talk to Norman Joy and appears to be possibly getting in a fight with him. I think maybe then we ask to leave group from Rhonda and we go hang out somewhere else. So it says there's a very strong possibility that whenever speak of this outing will be prefaced with the worst time ever. Words cannot describe how displeasure I went in your presence. If this is your idea of fun, I'm out. Bad time out, blah. Hanging out was as fun as being spit on by a llama. Probably not by a llama, but some people do enjoy getting spit on. So since we are in town, I figure that we can do one of Tizia's like kind of hobbies is painting. So I'm thinking let's have her work on a medium painting while we're in town, since she does like coming here and exploring some of that. And Tizia has just improved her painting skill to level 4. She is developing a personal style with the brush. And apparently Tizia's personal style is a monster. It's actually funny because a piece of art that I've been kind of assigned, but not necessarily to make, an idea that I have to make is a representation of my child self along with my like adult inner self who would gentle parent that child self and be able to like see both representations and be like, okay, like I see them, I want to take care of them. So that's something that is on my to-do list. I might try to make things into videos. I'm not sure if you guys would be interested in that, so leave in the comments below. And now Tizia wants to reach level 6 of the painting skill. We can absolutely save that. I love how there is an easel in this building, so that means Sims can come out and practice their painting skill without having to have it in their house, which I always greatly appreciate. And we just completed a painting valued at 60 simoleons. I think we're going to sell it, and then I think it's time to head home because we are very tired. I'm probably gonna make us eat a little something, and then we're gonna go to bed. And we do have to pay our bills, which is the exact same cost of the painting we just sold. Hey, it counts. It counts. Now, we're starting today off differently because we're trying to go on a date with Nadine. And because of that, rather than doing our gardening in the morning and then going out in the evening, I'm thinking we're going to start by going out on a date because Nadine has, like, her work at night. So I'm showing that we're considerate of our partner and able to make adjustments to our schedule to spend time with them. Because we haven't talked to her in, like, a couple days now. And she's been broken up with. So she can officially become our girlfriend. Other than, you know, the fact that she has run away from us when we're in public. I don't think Nadine's a good partner for us. I'm going to be honest. But we'll have to see how our date today goes. So Nadine appears to already be here. If my lot will load in, let's start with romantic. And let's just, like, flirt with her. So we are on a date. We want to have a great date with Nadine. I'm thinking we can go to, like, the theater. We can tour some places. And we want to flirt with Nadine again. So I'm thinking maybe we just like talk about gardening because that's what we've been doing. Let's ask about her day. You know, compliment her music. And then let's go into that romantic. We compliment her personality and like take it more towards a romantic spin, hold her hand, and then go for the kiss. So now we're switching to be like, oh, I love your music, and it takes such a talent to make that, you know? She's like, yeah, it certainly does, doesn't it? We say, I can't imagine your vocal cords. I don't know. Let me inspect them. Yeah. So we're having our cute kiss. We're accomplishing our wish. Let's do another flirt. We'll accomplish that. Let's save our wish to have a good date. Let's give her a massage too. Make her feel great. Now she's into handiness, but I'm not sure if she like needs the handiness skill class. I was thinking like it's something that they could do together. We actually have money. So how about we get a massage together? You know, that sounds like a fun day. Like this fine Tuesday morning, let's, you know, go splurge and go on a date together. Now, I want to join the culinary career. We're not going to do that. We also want to watch a movie, so it depends on whether we get out of our spa in time. Nadine says, I'm thinking of leaving soon. Well, at least we switched up locations. Oh, we are actually going into the spa together. Okay. I mean, we could try to be a little bit, risque and go for something. We can, like, make out with her. We can also try for baby and woohoo. I'm thinking just make out with her. You know, let's not go too much. But like, I know that one thing for me is that I would love to like have a girlfriend for like every month. We go and like get our nails done together. We can get like matching nails and we choose like the design at different times. I think that would be really cool. So I would like a girlfriend. Nadine could be living the dream, but she runs away from us when we're in public, and I'm never letting her live that down. Oh, and it says educate, exploring the local halls of culture and learning may teach even the most studious individual a thing or two. Okay, interesting. We're actually able to do more interactions, and I'm thinking let's propose going steady with her, because she finds us extremely irresistible. So let's say, Nadine, will you be my girlfriend? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have another wish to kiss Nadine. So we can definitely do that. Why are y'all standing in front of my beautiful sapphic couple? You're preventing me from getting screenshots. Let's compliment her appearance because we haven't done that. Just like, you look so... I don't know what word I want to use, but you look so, like, handy and good with your fingers in that outfit. And I do want to check. Let's consider her Nadine's attractiveness, and I would love to see her sexuality. Or maybe she's questioning that. Maybe she's like, I thought I was in a happy relationship with Yuri, but actually... We made, you can't see my face right now, we made Nadine gay. We made Nadine gay because I remember in the past, Nadine had, like, she was one, but now we think Nadine is smoking hot. We made the girls gay. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Oh my god, we think she is smoking hot, which makes she agrees with us. I love. Sorry, that's such a big freak out. I'm so happy though. Maybe she was running away because she was dealing with internalized homophobia. She was like, I can't possibly be with a girl. But then there's Tazia to be like, no, girly pop, you can be with a girl. And I'm gonna have us go to the theater now because we did want to watch the movie at one point. I'm not sure if we still have that wish, but I know that will hopefully make us have a great date. And we can give her a shy kiss. So I hope you don't mind being at work while you're not, you know, on the clock. I just want us to like watch a movie together because I know that can be fun. So the next show is at 5 p.m. now. Insects. Yeah, our date is great, but we gotta catch the insects. Maybe I have an idea. So we're gonna catch the insects because we are a little bit of a nerd, and Nadine needs to love us and our nerdy qualities. And we're gonna flirt. We're gonna be like, hey, Like, I know that you work here, so I was wondering if you could, show me around. We went. I'm kidding. That was we went into a corner to scream about how excited we are. Now let's go tour the theater with Date. Be like, I know that you work here, so I was just wondering if I could get to know a little bit more about your career. Could you give me a tour of the theater? Oh, what a charming and romantic evening. You can barely believe how marvelously everything fell into place. By all accounts, this date was a stunning success. Sorry, I need to go. I have work soon. That was fun. Thanks for taking me out. And we have a great date. Hearts aflutter and your spirits soar. It was an absolutely fantastic date. The only concern now is how soon to set up the next one. Well, she's officially our girlfriend now. That's not even a concern. She's our girlfriend. She's like, sorry, actually I do have to get ready for work. Okay, so that means we've switched up our schedule. We need to go home and take care of our garden now. The gays are in Riverview. Let's go. I love that so much. That Nadine's like, yeah, you're smoking hot. Like, originally she was like dealing with internalized phobia. I was like, no, I'm not sure. And then she realizes how beautifully she's being treated and that she doesn't need to be with that damn man who's the gigolo, who's selling his body and not being a good partner to her because he's cheating because they're not in an open relationship. And it's, I love the story. So now when do we get married? That's the next question. I know last Friday we did Who is Queer in Sunset Valley. So if you guys are interested, we could also do a Who is Queer in Riverview. We could do that as a video if you would be interested in seeing that. So please let me know in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it. George Cantina Dean would like to chat. We can absolutely chat with him in the middle of our gardening. I got distracted because I was counting what days we're on. You can see my chicken scratch. So today is day 17. So I'm actually going to try to incorporate that into our editing of this series now that we're playing multiple days. So I think we're going to finish off the night by fertilizing our garden with our best fertilizers. Then we're just going to take a bath and go to bed. And that will be our Tuesday with Tazia. And we have just grown a perfect tomato plant over here in our garden's perfect quality. And we want to move in with Nadine. You haul lesbians. Let's go. That actually reminds me of a story. So I went on dating apps for a little bit and I matched with this girl and we were talking and she was talking about how she doesn't have like a good home life situation. And I was like, oh, move in with me. Because one of the reasons I bought a house, as I've mentioned, I believe in the Sunset Valley Who is Queer video, I bought a house. That means I could like be there for my friends. If they're ever on hard times, they could just like come live with me. So I invited this stranger to come live with me because she was supposedly on hard times. And instead of having logical common sense of like needing to vet out if they're going to kill me or not, I was like, yeah, no, you say you're on hard times, come live with me. We just went on a dating app like one day ago. Yeah, you should move in. You whole lesbians. And so I had the common sense to be like, hey, let's at least like go on a date first. And she didn't have a car nor a job. So I picked her up, went on this date, and she was so cool, but also just not for me. And she was talking about getting a ferret or a snake while saving up for an apartment. I was like, get the ferret or snake when you're in your apartment. Don't spend that money when you're living with me, right? And she, rather than be like, oh, I'll sleep on your couch, she wanted my office. And you might notice I record in my office. So I was like, you know what? Never mind. You're not allowed to move in with me. You can sleep on the couch for 3 months, but you cannot take my office. My office is my office. So we're giving you whole lesbians with Tazia here, but at least like she knows. At least her and Nadine didn't meet on a dating app. So Laureen and George, Cantina Dean have had a child. I'm gonna name the child George Jr. My plan for Tazia today though is, although we have a lot of wishes to move in with Nadine and everyone, I'm thinking we just call her today. Just be like, hey, I was thinking about you. And then we go ahead and actually paint. Because we have our wish to reach level 6 of painting. And one thing that I want to try when we go out on the town today, we have Banstera, which is a mod that I have for the Devil's Lettuce in The Sims 3. I have no clue how to actually like use it. So I just kind of want her to like eat it and see how that goes. Like, I'm just curious, can you just like eat it? Does this mod introduce rolling papers into The Sims 3? I just want to know. I'm just a little curious. But I think that like Tazia being like a planty girl could be into, you know, some drugs. I think of the Tumblr post of like my 3 weed cigarette smoking girlfriends. I was like, oh, we just have to, I guess we have to break up with Nadine and get another girlfriend so we have 3 weed smoking cigarette girlfriends. I'm not even quoting it right, am I? I'm so sorry, Tumblrinas. And we are actually getting a phone call from Nadine. I wonder. She wants to chat. Okay, we can chat. That's not like a date, but we can chat. It'd be wonderful if Nadine asked us on a date, but you know, she's still adjusting to the sapphic life. Who knows, maybe she has the wish to move in with us too. And we want to give Nadine a friendly hug now. Are all our wishes about Nadine? No, but most of them are. So we just ate the Banstera and it cleared all our wishes and forced errored us. No, it's fine. It's fine. It says atrocious bloating. Uncomfortable does not begin to describe how Tazia feels right now. And we are ovulating and on our period. I hate when that happens. So I am searching up Nadine Ivanov because because I see that she might have a child with Tatiana. Yeah, she has 2 children, Tatiana and Dimitri. And her mother is Reina. She's also friends with Roxy Lynn. So let me know in the comments below if you want Nadine to move in with us. If you've seen our post, we are hoping to do live streams. And part of the live stream series that I've been thinking of, because I'm really excited about, is nothing is free. And something that I learned about advice in building Sims 3 is floorplans.com. I'm not sure if you can see that. So I have this really cool like Tudor house I'd like to build in Deary Meadows if I can get the live streams to work. But we can also like find some other housing plans. And we can build the Nadine and Tazia a nice house to raise the children in. I just think that'd be lovely. So Nadine already called us and we chatted with her, so we don't necessarily need to interact with her again. So I'm thinking once we're done with our garden, we are just going to go to the art gallery and work on our painting. Ooh, Tazia appears to be painting flowers instead of a monster today. Let's go. Congratulations, Tazia has improved her painting skill to level 5. Gobs of poorly brushed paint and hideous streaks of mishmash colors were not enough to prevent Tazia from clawing her way out of the painting obscurity and into a position of moderate renown. The journey is well on its way. Can Tazia finish what she has begun? We'll have to see. So probably one more painting and then we'll be at skill level 6. And we want to decorate the house with at least 2 paintings now. And we have just completed a painting valued at $86. Sell it for cash or drag it into the wall to hang it. I don't think it's that good, so I am going to sell it to get money. And then we are hungry and tired, so rather than go home, I would like us to pan over and sell our fruits and vegetables, and then we can go home and get our food and sleep. Tazia sold her Banstera, and I think she had her bloated experience with it. She's like, I'm never trying drugs again. I will not be a weed cigarette smoking girlfriend. That was scary. So we are starting Thursday with some spoiled pancakes. What if we decide to go on a date with Nadine and we get breakfast together? I think that'd be really cute. So first, let me check to make sure the diner is open for breakfast. So open 24 hours a day, baby. So Nadine says, sure, it sounds like fun. Let's meet there. Let's go on a little breakfast date. They can have mimosas. Because Hogan's Deep Fried Diner definitely has a liquor license. Why would they not? So Nadine, once again, beat us here. I'm thinking let's start by asking her about her day. And we can talk about gardening like we've been craving to do. What the fuck? Nadine. Nadine! So Nadine came to the lot and then got in her car and left when we showed up. I am upset, obviously. I'm assuming that she got caught up with something because that happens sometimes, but it is still infuriating because, girl, you came to the lot. It is a Thursday at 9 a.m. You don't have work. Your work is at night. What do you mean you're busy? So we're not going to apologize to this random man. Instead, let's invite out Roxy. Let's see if Roxy can come to the diner. So like, hey, I know you got broken up with, you know, do you want to chat? And I don't know what to do with Nadine. Because like, girly, why would you do this to us? We're your girlfriend. So Dallas has come over to talk to us. And he's just fighting us? That has to be a hate crime. You're very angry with us. Shut up, Dallas. We were just sitting on the bench. And you were like, let me attack you. So we're just like, hi, Roxy. Ask about her day. You know, make sure she's been doing well. Give her gossip of like, I invited my girlfriend to the diner and she ditched me. And then let's visit the diner with Roxy. Of course, we're exhausted now. And we smell bad because Dallas decided to fight us. Oh, we're too tired to do anything. Oh, I'm so sorry, Roxy. Unfortunately, we have to go because we're so exhausted. It's not technically a group outing, so I think we are just gonna go home. At least when Roxy showed up, we didn't immediately ditch you. Now Nadine says, sorry, I got hung up on something, even though I came to the lot and then I left when you showed up. Maybe we can meet up again soon. I want to have a take a bath first so we can fall asleep in the tub and then we can sleep. I mean, now I'm afraid to go to a Waffle House. I thought that the fights at the Waffle House, like, started because of an initial conversation. I didn't think if you just go to the diner, you go to the Waffle House, they immediately start fighting you. I didn't know that's how it worked. But okay. So Tazia has a bit more energy. We aren't in the red anymore, and we had a nice nap, a refreshing nap. Might be just enough to hold back the onset of sleep. So I'm gonna have us take care of our garden. And then we honestly might just go to sleep for tonight because we got hate crimed. Romance is in the air for Rhonda Bagley and Yuri Ivanov. Oh, so our friend is getting with our girlfriend's ex-husband. That's messy. And it appears that we are getting a phone call from Flo Broke, which is causing us to drop our dead plants and cry over them. And she just wants to chat. Sure, Flo. Then we're gonna clean up our plants, use the restroom, eat, and go to bed. And Tazia is starting Friday morning by completing her wish to weed plants. That's not a wish I would have, but it's great for Tazia. I'm thinking today we take a break from socializing, since that didn't go the best yesterday. And I am a little bit afraid of the people of Riverview now. But we are getting a phone call, so we can definitely answer that. Nadine wants to chat. Sure, you could ask us on a date, but if you just want to chat, that's also fine. And we started another goddamn fire. Girl, extinguish the flames. Yeah, of course you have vile surroundings. Your house is on fire. And Laura Kempt has come again. She's like, I thought I told you to be careful. That was a close call. Be careful. Yeah, I got it. We're not preparing waffles again, girl. I guess we are preparing waffles again, girl, because you just took it out of the fridge and that can't go back in the fridge. I don't think all the fire is super realistic because, like, I've cooked before. And when I've cooked, like, the only thing that I caught on fire, so one time I burned myself on the stove, not the stove, but the oven, because I was cooking pizza, and I took out the top rack, and then I took out a lower rack. I got a scar. But then the other time, when I had long hair, I was cooking mac and cheese, and it caught on fire, as it happens. I was like, oh, okay, and I just, like, you know, charred my hair a little bit. I run it under some water. It was fine. Like, I didn't get any scars or burns or anything. And we burnt the waffles. Okay, girl, just have a quick meal of cereal. And we want to get to level 6 of the cooking scale. We're at level 4 and we're still lighting things on fire. Of course we are. Of course we are. I think we just get distracted because we're thinking about Nadine in our head. Just like, oh, she called us, but she wanted to invite us on a date and she left yesterday when we tried to get breakfast. We tried to get brunch mimosas together. And I just don't know how I feel. And we just get distracted and we light things on fire. Congratulations! Tazia has harvested enough perfect fruits and vegetables to complete the Botanical Boss Skill Challenge. That's incredible. What benefit do we get from that? We've harvested at least 75 perfect fruits and vegetables. So our plants almost never die from neglect. We're a real gardener. And we, of course, are getting another phone call. We're just so popular, aren't we? Billy Casbian would like to chat. Sure, we always love maintaining our friendships, and we definitely don't have any other hobbies that we would like to enjoy. Congratulations! So, after interruption, we did unclog our toilet. So Tazia has improved her handling skill to level 5. It's impressive for Tazia to have made it this far without being electrocuted. Fatally. Not everyone is quite as gifted with a hammer, and it's still a few bolts, washers, and power tools to the top. Tazia has finished her garden. She's going to take a shower, and then I'm hoping that she has enough energy we can go painting. So we are starting our painting at around 11. So I'm interested to see how long it takes us before we're done. Did I say 11? 6:11. Are we drawing? We're drawing more plants. We actually might save this painting if it's plants. It might look cute in our home. This is our third phone call of today. Everyone's just so eager to talk to us. I have no clue what's going on, but I think our painting is absolutely adorable. We have an opportunity. Very nice. We're always to sample some of the finest foods from your kitchen. You've been asked for a very nice group meal for Ruby broke in exchange for some very nice cash. Get the pants from me before time runs out. I would love to do an opportunity, and I would also love to continue our painting. So when do we have to get this done by? This is our fourth phone call of today. What the heckity heck? This is Angel. He just wants to chat. Sure. We can chat for a minute, and then we need to continue our painting. So at 9:30, we are done talking to him. And we actually want to give Angel a friendly hug. I guess we miss seeing him. He is literally our neighbor, though, so we can, like, pop over sometime. We're just like, okay, it's wonderful talking to you. I have other things to do. Was that our 4th or 5th phone call of the day? I'm losing track now. I have no clue anymore. I just want to complete this beautiful nature painting so we can take it home. I would love to get to painting skill level 6, but who knows if we're gonna get there. And we have just completed our painting value of 104. So I love this painting, so I'm going to take it. And then since it's almost midnight, we're gonna go home and sleep. So quick question while we're still here. I know that with NRES, you should be able to have same-sex pregnancies. And if Tazia and Nadine are going to move in together, we could possibly enable that. And I was thinking about it because I'm pretty sure I have it off right now. I'm not positive though. I was just thinking because I know I see all the like posts on Instagram that were lesbians being like, damn, didn't get her pregnant, gotta try again. I know it's just the strap, but I gotta try again. So I was thinking we could enable that for, like, the lesbian fantasy. I'm sure for the gay man fantasy, possibly. Who knows? Because it would be nice for Tazia to have biological kids, but also, like, how does she feel? She does not want kids. So maybe, actually, we just adopt Nadine's kids and it'll be fine. But you'll have to let me know your thoughts below about if we want to enable same-sex pregnancy in The Sims 3. Today is the last day that we are playing for this episode. It is day 21, and it's actually very funny because I have been recording for 3 hours and 15 minutes now. My concern with adding Nadine to the household is that it will probably take even longer for me to record, especially if we're doing 7 days in one. So I am slightly worried about that. If you hear noise outside, which I just heard, it is fireworks. I am not being shot at. It is okay. So we're going to work on our garden, and then I would like to complete our wish of reach level 6 of painting. So I'm thinking after doing our garden, we go to the museum It looks like a lot of our plants have died. I think that in The Sims 3, that plants just kind of like die, you know, occasionally because they need to. So it might be the perfect time for us to move in with Nadine and everything. I am, again, just slightly worried about that affecting our timing of how long I record episodes for. But we are doing a still life. So I'm gonna do C to capture our sunflower, and we're gonna get started painting on that. Hopefully that will bring us up to skill level 6 like we want to. Well, this is a very zoomed in, beautiful sunflower. And I know that our needs are very bad, but I don't think we're going to be able to get our skill up all the way. So I'm thinking I might just let Tazia use the restroom and then come back to it. So take the painting. We have plants. We can like eat some watermelon and some apple and then paint another small painting, but we are gonna get tired soon. I just would love for us to be able to get our skill up to level 6. And congratulations, Tazia has improved her painting skill to level 6. She feels overcome by a stroke of artistic brilliance. So technically we don't need to finish this painting, but I'm going to try to let us. And we finished our painting, so let's take it and then go home. And then as we're home, it is officially Sunday, so it is technically the 22nd day. We're going to clean our bathtub, take a bath, and then go to bed. We've just been staying up later and later. What can I say? We're a party girl. And Betty Simovich and Bob Newby are getting married. That is adorable. So we'll have to make sure to name their child Brandy if they have a girl. In the comments, make sure to comment baby names. Comment whether we should turn on same-sex pregnancy. Please make sure to comment if we should move in Nadine. Obviously, we have a wish, but should we also move in her children with us? And if we decide to move them in, that will probably impact our ability to record 7 days in one episode because it's just a bigger family. I'm already at 3 minutes and 3 minutes. 3 hours and 30 minutes right now. So please comment your thoughts on that. And if you enjoyed this condensed episode with multiple days in it, a like and subscribe, a comment means so much. Just watching means so much. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.